are with Rick Rule now here at the Minds of Money conference in New York. Rick, welcome back.
Always a pleasure to be with you. Thank you.
I caught your very lively panel yesterday. I encourage everyone to watch it on replay on Kitco Insider. It was great. It was focused on what Trump has done for gold.
Right.
And I want to get your thoughts on gold, but what do you think Trump could do for silver possibly and his plans for business and whatnot? Could it help the metal?
I think Trump's an irrelevancy, really. I think he's part of a narrative, but I think with regards to the first question, gold, that really it's going to be real U.S. interest rates. And I think that was the conclusion of your panel, by and large. With regards to silver, if he actually was able to do anything that stimulated the economy, I doubt that he will. That would, of course, be good for the silver price. But the truth is that I think the gold price will do well, and I think the gold price will do well with or without Trump. I think Trump gets people very emotional. So he's an important part of the narrative. I think he's irrelevant to the reality.
What do you make of the softness, though, Rick, that we're seeing with the gold price right now?
I think gold has done very well against the U.S. Gold has done very well in a situation where the U.S. dollar has done well, too. And I think that the gold priced in currencies other than the U.S. dollar has done so well that it needs a rest. We've talked about this before. There's been 3 times in my career, this being the 3rd time, where gold has done well in U.S. dollar terms during a period of U.S. dollar strength. In each case, that ended with the dollar rolling over a bit and gold doing extraordinarily well. I don't know if past is prologue, but I suspect that it is, because I suspect that the circumstances are the same.
So then, Rick, do you think that it's one of the biggest myths in our industry that there is an inverse correlation between gold and the dollar?
I think there's an absolute correlation between gold and the dollar. At least confidence in the U.S. dollar. I think the inverse correlation is most easily measured against the U.S. 10-year Treasury. But I think it really reflects faith in the dollar. And when you have an anomaly, because the correlation is so strong, when you have an anomaly, and this is an anomaly, gold and the dollar doing well simultaneously, that's happened twice before in my career. 1975 it happened, and the gold price doubled. 2001 it happened, and the gold price doubled. I'm not trying to say that past is prologue, that it has to happen again. I just
believe in cycles.
I absolutely have noticed this correlation, and when you have an anomaly in something that correlates that strongly, something gives.
Okay, mining stocks or gold, both? Do you pick and choose?
Well, they fulfill different functions for me. Gold in my own portfolio forms an insurance function. I own it because for millennia, it's been a medium of exchange that was simultaneously a store of value. I own it because if we had this sort of social catastrophe that we have occasionally, it would do well when other things did poorly. Now, if you think about it, I'm in a perverse position. I own a lot of gold and I don't want it to go up in price. Any type of insurance that you have, you don't really want to get paid on. Think about it, life insurance. That means somebody died. Auto insurance, it means you got in a wreck. House insurance, it means you had a fire. Social insurance, which is for me what gold is, means that something happens that's destructive to the way that you and I live, and both of you and I live fairly nicely. Gold stocks are very different, however. You own gold stocks because you think, irrespective of the gold price environment, first of all, that they will do well compared to other gold stocks. They're extremely volatile. And whether or not you have a long-term opinion on the gold price, if you have a short-term opinion on the gold price and you have a short-term opinion on the company's ability to generate cash at that price, you own the stock. So I own gold stocks too. In fact, I own a lot of gold stocks.
I know you do.
But for very different reasons.
But Rick, you do realize that when you say you like something, it becomes popular.
That happens sometimes, other times it doesn't happen.
It does.
I remember talking to you 3 years ago about Ivanhoe, a stock I loved. And it was actually fun to be able to talk very publicly and very aggressively about a stock and know that you wouldn't blow the stock up, because people didn't care about Congo, people hated South Africa, and people despised Congo. So the truth is, if I had a gold stock, if I had something that was really popular, I wouldn't say it on Kitco, because 90,000 people would run out and do something about it. It's too popular. But I can talk about something that's much more intelligent on Kitco, or any other outlet. I'm not belittling Kitco. I could talk about it on NBC. And because it isn't popular, and in particular because the risks are political and non-quantifiable, people won't buy it. It's a wonderful luxury for me.
Thanks so much for joining us, Rick.
Pleasure.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
joining us, and thanks for watching our coverage here from the Minds and Money Conference in New York City. We'll have more for you. Thanks, Rick.